In the words of the modern Shakespeare, oh boy. So recently, Billie Eilish made a comment at WSJ Magazine Innovators Award.
If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away.
And during the same event, she donated
$11.5 million
to causes like food quality and climate justice. I mean, good stuff, right? Well, a certain fandom is not fine with it. Let's investigate. Swifties are mad that Billie's comments were a subtle jab at Taylor Swift, considering the shoe also fit when Billie previously showed restraint and concerns for excessive vinyl production and, performing for 3 hours straight. Eras tour.
Favorite artist in the world. I'm not trying to hear them for 3 hours. You know what I mean? It's far too long.
So this is like her third time attacking Taylor Swift, they say. And I want to talk about this. All of this. A, what the fuck is wrong with them? And also, are they actually right? So, part 1. Billie's argument. I think what's being misinterpreted here is that Billie is not criticizing wealth, but what she's actually criticizing is hoarding that wealth. A lot of these comments argue that Billie is also rich. Well, being rich isn't actually bad. It's bad when your money comes through exploitation. It's bad when you hoard all of that wealth instead of using it for the good. With great power comes great responsibility. So being rich doesn't really invalidate her arguments. If a smoker says that smoking is harmful, he's still right. Billie is speaking in front of all these multimillionaires and billionaires because she has been granted the power to do so. And she's exercising it for a good cause. It's not like you and I can go up there and say the same thing. We are not allowed to. And if no one can be heard from the outside, then somebody on the inside can speak up. And it is a signal, it is symbolic for a rich person to question the actions of other rich people. And then giving a huge amount of money to donations? Like what's wrong with that? I think we as poor as broke people cannot really comprehend the amount of money that these people actually have. So let's try. Billie Eilish's net worth is around 50 million and Taylor's is, let's say, 1 billion. Well, it is more, but let's keep it cute. If you have $50 million in your bank account and you spend like $10,000 a day, you have to, it will last you around 14 years of your life. But if you have $1 billion and you spend $10,000 every single day, it will last you 274 years. Well, that's just sad. And what's sadder is that people defend this. They defend somebody being a billionaire and they celebrate it. Part 2. Virtue signaling. I'm gonna give you a hot take. As cold as ice. I think telling people that you have donated to a charity is a good thing. Cancel me. Like, isn't it a good thing that Billie normalized and promoted the act of giving in front of all these rich, corrupted people? Like, she's giving. She gave what needed to be given. And look, I do not know why Billie donated such a huge amount to these charities. Does she actually care? Is it all an ego trip? It doesn't matter because all of that money is still going to be used to help human beings. Everybody hates Mr. Beast these days, but even his biggest haters will still say that he has done good things like actually helping people. So I don't care if people think that this is performative activism because at the end of the day, it's still a good action. And Billie Eilish has been outspoken on Palestine.
Together for Palestine.
On environment issues. She has been talking about social injustices. So I do not think that she is being calculated over here. While Taylor also donates, well, it might be a little sucky for you to hear. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not nearly as proportional to her wealth. And this is not even a contest. This shouldn't be a contest. It's a good thing that she donates. Bravo. But it's a fact that we think that just because she donates to these good causes, she's allowed to be a billionaire, that she's an ethical billionaire. Now let's talk about why Swifties are actually mad. Let's psychoanalyze Swifties. Oh lord. Part 2. False God. Well, it's part 3 actually. No, never mind. Part 3. False God. I'm gonna start with a story time. Sit down, Rebecca. You're gonna hear this. I live in a very religiously extremist country. You know the lyric by Lord from David? I made you God because it was all that I knew how to do. That's like everybody here. They just believe in God because They have to. And I somehow survived debating them on religion. And something that I learned from all of these interactions is that it shakes them to the core. It rattles them. The possibility of something other than their truth. And every time their reaction was, well, what about this religion? What about that religion? And I was like, I'm not defending any religion. I am an atheist over here. I do not believe in any of these religions. Like, why are you deflecting over here? And then they will start making very personal jabs at me to get under my skin because my words somehow got under theirs. And I kind of get it. It is hard to even think about the possibility of you being wrong when your whole life is based on this one thing. I feel like a lot of the way that these Swifties are reacting, it is just that. It is that inner doubt. It is that inner guilt. Because need I remind you, Taylor was never mentioned. She was never mentioned in any of these. Billie did not name drop anybody. Why is there a sudden instinct to defend your God? It was also so predictable the way they are tweeting about this. But Billie also did this. Her parents are rich, and they're also gonna talk about me. Like, how dare you talk about Taylor Swift when you don't even have 700 subscribers? Well, you know how to change that. I feel like this is parasocial final boss. When you begin to identify with somebody else's achievements, somebody else's success, when your response to music critique is charts and numbers, when you self-insert yourself into somebody else's bank account, it is concerning. I'm sorry, it is concerning. And it is not exclusive to Swifties, and also it is not all Swifties. None of these people are all Swifties. But overall, it is such a loser behavior to flex somebody else's money. Are you not embarrassed? But you know what? Swifties are actually right about one thing. Why is it always Taylor Swift? Like, there are thousands of billionaires. Why only Taylor Swift? Interesting. Part 4. Your English teacher. You know where I'm going with this. People hate billionaires. It's a lie to say that it's only Taylor Swift. People hate Elon Musk. People hate Donald Trump. And granted, there are also just pathetic, awful men. And granted, there are people who love Donald Trump because they believe that he's a messiah and their whole identity revolves around him. Sounds kind of familiar. What if I ask you to name every billionaire? Name 100, everybody dead. I think you can't, and the reason is most billionaires aren't really present in the social media, in the pop culture eye. They don't release a new album every year or every 2 years talking about their daily life. Would you really listen to Elon Musk's songs Elder Son? Like, no, people would hate that. People do not want to listen to Elon Musk or Donald Trump or all of the other billionaires, like their relationships or their struggles in their lives. And similarly, people do not like to listen to Taylor Swift's music for the same reason. Maybe once upon a time Taylor Swift's music resonated with them, her being an awkward underdog and somebody that was an actual victim of sexual harassment and manipulation within the industry. Not everybody loved her, but nobody was turned off by the idea of listening to her personal journalistic music because she was filthy rich. So I think Taylor Swift's wealth actually clashes with her persona. And in all honesty, out of all the billionaires, we know about Taylor the most. We know her dating history. We have listened to her go through all these emotions, all of these eras. We are familiar with her. And that is something that is only exclusive to her as a billionaire. Well, what about Rihanna or Beyonce or Selena? Well, that's a great point. Rihanna hasn't released a new album since 2016. Beyonce just releases music and dips out. And also recently her music has been more about black history and black culture than about her own self. Selena, and again tying with Rihanna, also became billionaire not by music but by products, by selling their makeup brands. And since y'all love to celebrate Taylor Swift becoming a billionaire through music alone, then stand on it. It's not clocking to you. And also, fuck them too for being billionaires. And if they don't get criticized, well, they should be. And so should be all the other billionaires, the ones that we don't know about, the ones that are not pop stars. And also, please, for the love of God, just do not bring feminism into this. Like, you know, Taylor Swift becoming a billionaire is, you know, feminism.
Did your girl boss too close to the sun?
Purity culture. In purity culture, in order to criticize something, you have to be completely untouched by the thing that you are criticizing. You cannot criticize capitalism because you have a home. Honey, there are homeless people. You can talk about environmental pollution because You have a car. Hello. People often point towards Billie also having a lot of alternative vinyls for her albums, or her parents being rich and her being privileged from the get-go. But oh my god, let her actually do something good. In that case, nobody would say anything. Nobody would do anything. Nobody's perfect. But sometimes being good is enough. And also, let's get real for one last time. You don't care. You don't care. This is all a petty Stan Twitter war, isn't it? This is all about your need to defend a pop star that you have given so much energy, so much time, and money to. That's what this is. But I don't blame you. It was also hard for me getting out of a cult.